Hi, I'm Jill and I'm from Fit4Two. I'm really excited to be sharing the first video in our prenatal exercise series with you this morning. So let's just get started by going through a couple of rules and regulations. So please, before you participate in any exercise program during pregnancy, it's really important that you've got clearance from your healthcare provider to participate in exercise. So make sure you've got that clearance and that you're fit and healthy to exercise. Also make sure that you're feeling well when you exercise. You don't want to be doing any exercise during pregnancy. If you're sick or if you're suffering from even something as mild as a cold, just let your body rest. Also, if you've got any injuries, any knee problems, back problems, just make sure that you have got clearance and you've been treated by a healthcare provider for those and that you are fine and have been given clearance to participate in the program. If anything feels uncomfortable during this exercise class, please stop. Don't push through pain, particularly when you're pregnant. If you're feeling dizzy or if you've got a headache or you're just not feeling well at any stage during the program, please also stop and don't continue along with the exercise program. So this workout is designed for healthy pregnant women, so you're not suffering from any pregnancy-related complications. It can be suitable for all trimesters of pregnancy, and I'll give you modifications throughout the program depending on which trimester you are in and which fitness level you're in. So the level of this program is an intermediate level, so designed for women who are currently exercising. You've got a moderate baseline of fitness as well. What you're going to need for the workout today, you're going to need a nice sturdy chair, a mat to exercise on, and make sure you've always got your water handy as well. Make sure you're exercising in a nice, cool, well-ventilated environment, and just take regular water breaks. Take breaks as you need to. Alright, so let's get started. So we're going to start off just by warming our bodies up a little bit. So we're just going to be kicking those legs back and just warming up those knees a bit, just transferring from side to side. Just give those knees a nice little warm up. And we're going to do 3 more of those. And now we're going to lift those knees up. So getting those knees nice and high, just warming up those hips. If your tummy's getting in the way, you can take your knees a little bit out to the side, but just getting those knees nice and warm, just loosening up those legs. We're going to work those legs quite hard today, so make sure they're prepared for that. And then we're going to take the legs a little distance apart. We're just doing some gentle twists in the upper body, so just loosening up those backs. Don't overdo it on the twisting here. Just loosening up that body a little bit. Great. And you can relax your arms down. Okay, so we're going to continue warming up our legs. So you can sit on your chair. Your feet and knees are hip width apart. Make sure you're not right on the edge of your chair. You're about halfway along the chair, so you've got plenty of space when you come sitting back down again. You're going to have your hands across your chest, and we're going to be standing up, squeezing your glutes, and sitting back down again. So you can go at your own pace here. We're going to do a couple of sets of these. So start off nice and slowly just while you're warming up those legs. Squeeze the glutes and down. Make sure when you're doing this that your knees are staying straight in front of you. It's really easy to just conk your knees inwards. So make sure they stay nice and straight, nice and strong, squeezing those glutes. If you want to make this a little bit more intense, you can add a pair of weights and you can do some weights as you lift up and down. But we're going to be doing quite a few of them, so your body weight is actually sufficient for this one. So up and low. We're going to go for 5 more of these. And just take a rest if you need to throughout. You can just take a seat on your chair. A good gauge of the intensity you should be working at is you should be able to hold a conversation throughout the exercise program. So you should be a little bit out of breath, but you should still be able to hold a comfortable conversation. And let's do 2 more here. And last one, and relax it down. Alright, next one we're going to go and get into those arms. So make sure your arms are positioned about halfway along your chair. You don't want your arms right on the edge because your chair could tip forward. So hands on about the middle, take your body forward, we're bending and stretching. So getting those arms nice and strong. Make sure you're bending nicely and stretching and really pulling those shoulders down as you stretch. And stretch. If this is getting too much, you can also stay seated on the chair, just doing a little bend and stretch from there. Otherwise, just keep it slightly smaller if you need to, or you can dip down lower if you want to work a little bit harder. And we do 5 more here. Keep going. And 2 more. And last one. And relax it back down again. Let's just roll those shoulders out. A couple of times backwards. Just loosen them out. And we're going to take our feet slightly in front of us. We're just tapping the toes up and down. So this is a really nice one to do, especially if you're suffering from some swollen ankles, which is a common pregnancy-related symptom. So this is just going to help get that blood flowing back to the heart and hopefully alleviate some of that swelling. So just tapping those toes up and down a few times, taking some nice deep breaths. And you're going to relax from there. Alright, so you can have your hands just next to you, supporting you on the chair. We're going to stretch the leg out. In front of you, flex your toes towards you. We're just pulsing that leg up. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. And we're going to the other side. Straighten that leg, flexing your toes, and pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And relax back from there. Alright, you should start to feel like you're getting a bit warmer. We're going to go for our second set of chair stands. So hands across your chest, we're standing up and sitting down. Squeeze those glutes and down. Make sure you're also pulling your tummy muscles in as you stand up. So that's just going to support your lower back and just keep that core nice and strong. And relax. Standing up and sitting down. Make sure you clench those glutes. Those glutes get really lazy. So we really need to encourage them to do what they're supposed to. So keep it going. And up and lower. Excellent. Down and down. Really simple exercise, but you'll definitely start to feel it working after a while. And we go for 3 more here. Down and last one. Up and lower. Great. And we're going to go for our second set of tricep dips now. So, feet out in front of you, hands are, remember, halfway along your chair, not too close to the edge. You can come a little bit forward, and we're bending and stretching. Getting those arms nice and strong, and stretch. Bend and stretch. And you're just breathing nice and continuously, and stretch. Let's do 5 more. Good work. Stretch and stretch. And last one. And stretch. Good work, guys. You should definitely be feeling those arms have done a bit of work. Alright, so let's just sit out of chairs. Leg can be out in front of you. Just do a gentle stretch forward. So you're flexing your toes, reach it forward. Just stretch out those hamstrings a bit. Just go as far as it feels comfortable and you're just getting a nice gentle stretch. And you can change sides and reaching it forward. Great. Hold it for a few seconds. And we're going to release from there. Alright, let's stand up. So you can move your chair out in front of you now. You want to make sure that you've got enough space on either side of you. We're going to be moving our legs out to the side, so set yourself up so you've got a bit of space on either side. But we're going to start with some calf raises. So you want your feet hip width apart, toes nice and parallel. You hold them gently onto the back of the chair. So you're not leaning on your chair, it's just there for a bit of balance. And we're going to go for a minute of calf raises. So you're lifting your heels up and down. This is another one that's really good if you're suffering from any ankle swelling. It's just going to promote that flow of blood back to the heart and get some circulation going throughout the body. So here you can go at your own pace. If you want to go nice and fast, you're welcome to. If you need to slow down, you do that as well. That's it. We've been going for 30 seconds, so keep going for another 30 seconds. Make sure those abdominal muscles are pulled slightly into the spine, and you're just taking nice, gentle, and even breaths. Keep it going. We've got another 10 seconds left. And lift and lower. Good. Keep those shoulders relaxed. So easy to tense them up, so you just want to keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. And last one, and relax them down. Alright, we're going to do a set of squats now. So you can move a little bit back, so your arms are more or less straight. Toes are slightly turned out to the side, and you're going to bend and stretch. So here you can gauge how low down you want to go in your squat. If you need to make it a smaller squat, that's fine. If you want to make it a bigger squat, that's fine too, but you don't want to be straining on the way up. So just keep it a nice moderate sort of level, turning your knees out from the hips, squeezing your glutes as you come back, and your back is nice and straight. So in other words, you want to be leaning forward. And let's keep going. Bend and stretch. Those legs are going to be nice and stiff tomorrow, I hope. And let's keep it going. And stretch. Bend and stretch. Let's go for 5 more. Good, keep it going. Very nice. And our last one. And back again. Okay, we're going to go into our second set of calf raises now. So, heels together, toes turned out, and we're going for a minute. Up and down. So, lifting and lowering. Come right the way up. So, work through that full range. Come up as high as you can and lower. And again, you can work at your own pace. So if you're not feeling those calf muscles yet, you can speed this up. You can go a bit faster. Otherwise, you can stay at a nice pace. You can rest when you need to as well. Good work. We're halfway. Let's go for another 30 seconds. Excellent. Keep it going. And lift and lower. The calves should start to feel like they are doing a bit of work by now. And let's just keep it up. We've got 10 more seconds to go. Great, and 5 more seconds. And let's stop there. Excellent. Okay, we're going to go into our second set of squats now. So you're moving a little bit back, still holding onto your chair for a bit of balance. You can have some water if you need to, so just make sure you remember to take regular water breaks throughout your program. Making sure you're staying well hydrated. So, our second set of squats, we're going to do a bend, bend, stretch. So again, just going as far down as you feel comfortable. Make sure those heels aren't lifting up as you squat down. So heels are staying flat. And we're just doing a nice little bounce into the squat and stretch. So bend, bend, stretch. Great. Bend, bend, stretch. And bend, bend, stretch. Good work. Let's keep that going. And stretch. And stretch. And we're going to go for 5 more. And stretch. And bend. Bend, stretch. Good. And last 2. And 1 more. And stretch. Lovely. Just give your legs a little kick back. Just loosen up those quads a bit. And we're going to go into our third and last set of calf raises. So your legs are a little distance apart. They're about the width of the mat apart. Toes slightly turn out, and we're going up and down. So, last set of calf raises, lifting up and lowering down. Lift and lower. Very good. Keep it going. Keep that nice rhythm up and down with those heels. And lower. Really good work. Keep it up. We've done 30 seconds, so we've got 30 seconds left. You might need to start slowing down those calf raises a bit. If those legs are getting tired, that's fine. Good. Keep it going. And we've got another 15 seconds left, so let's keep lifting up and down. Good work, everyone. And nearly there. 5 more seconds. And we can stop there. Great. Okay, let's just do a little release of those calf muscles. So just giving a nice stretch. Bending your front knee, dropping your back heel back until you've got a gentle stretch going up your calf muscles. So just make sure you're feeling that gentle stretch. You're not overdoing it. Hold it there for a couple of seconds. And change sides, bending the front knee, dropping that back heel down into a good stretch. Hold it there for a few more seconds. And you can release from there. Alright, we're going to go into some lunges now. So again, holding onto the back of your chair, standing up nice and straight, and just make sure you've got enough space behind you. And we're going to be stepping back, bending the back leg, and back to the middle. Let's alternate sides, so bending into a lunge, and back to the center. Bend, and up. Make sure you're bending that back leg. You're keeping your spine nice and straight, and you're pressing those hips forward. So you don't want your front knee to be going in front of your toes. So your weight stays on the back leg. Bend, and up. Great work. And up. Lovely. So again, a modification you can make if this is too challenging, just do a mini lunge. So keep it small if you need to. If you're approaching the end of your pregnancy, otherwise you can go right the way down, but you want your knee just to be hovering off the mat. So you don't want your knee to be touching the mat completely. 4 more to go. Good work. And 2 more. And last one. And back up again. Excellent. Okay, let's just take a bit of a break for those legs. So we're just going to be grabbing onto the foot, pressing your hips forward, and just stretching out those quads. So a common thing people do with this one is they arch into their lower back. So make sure you're avoiding that. You're pressing your hips forward until you're feeling a good stretch in those quad muscles at the front of the thighs. Great. You can change sides, so grabbing the other foot in your hand. Just get a gentle stretch in those quads. Good work, guys. Hold it for a few seconds. And then you can just take a nice step back. Arms are straight. Legs are straight and heels are pressed down. And you're just going to be dropping your chest down towards the mat. So you should feel a nice stretch in your upper back during this exercise. You might feel a nice stretch down the back of the legs into the hamstrings. Hold it for a few seconds. And you can release from there. We're going to come back to our chair now. And you're going to be sitting on your chair. We're going to just stretch our glutes out. So let's cross your foot over to your knee. And you're just pressing that knee gently down. This is a lovely stretch to do during pregnancy. Just releases those hips and those glutes nicely. Remember just not to overdo it with your stretches during pregnancy. So remember, you've got relaxin, which is a hormone that circulates around your body during pregnancy and can make those ligaments feel quite lax. So you don't want to overdo the stretching because you can cause injury. And change sides. And just gently pressing forward. So try not to slump your back. Your spine stays straight and you're just pressing forward from the hips. And just stretch those glutes out nicely. Great. And then this next one, it's a good idea to put your chair so the back of the chair is against the wall, just so the chair doesn't tip over. But we're not really leaning back into the chair. You're taking your hands behind your head and you're just getting a gentle stretch in that upper back. Don't lean back too far into the chair in case it tips over. And you can release from that. Alright, we're going to move on to the mat now. So, you can keep your chair handy because we're going to come back to it again just now. And you're going to be kneeling on your hands and knees on your mat. So, we're going to get into those core muscles nicely now. So, you can tuck your toes underneath you. Your hands are directly in front of your shoulders are pulling down. We're going to be lifting your knees a centimeter up and then lowering down. If your wrists are taking strain, you can do this on fists. Alright, so shoulders down, another variation. If it's too challenging to lift both knees up, then what you can do is keep your knees down and you're just going to be pulling your tummy muscles in as we exhale and breathing in to relax them again. So let's take a nice deep breath in and exhale, lift and inhale, lower. And exhale, lift and lower back down. Two more and exhale, lift and lower back down. And our last one, exhale, lift and lower back down. You can separate your knees a bit and you're just going to sit back onto those heels, just releasing that spine. If it feels uncomfortable in that position, you can modify by doing it on your elbows. If you still feel uncomfortable, you can sit back onto your heels with your hands out in front of you like this. Otherwise, just hold a nice stretch into your spine. And you can release out from that. And you're going to be lying onto your side. So, when you lie onto your side, make sure you don't go, you're not going to move down from your back like this. You're going to first be on your side, then you're going to lie down. You're going to position your top leg on top of your chair. Top hand is out in front of you. And your top hip is going to be stacked directly above your bottom hip. So in other words, you don't want your hip dropping forward or too far back. You just want them nicely aligned. So I want you to feel like you're really stretching those legs nice and long and away from your hips. And we're going to be lifting the bottom leg up. Try to touch the bottom of the chair and lower back down. And let's lift and lower back down. Good, and lift and lower back down with control. And lift and lower. Excellent. Keep it going. Lift and lower back down. Let's do two more. Lift and lower. And our last one, we're going to hold it. Let's lift and be pulsing up. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Good. You should feel those inner thighs burning a bit after that one. You're going to now take your top leg out, stack it on top of your bottom leg, and be lifting the top leg up and down. So as you lift that top leg, you're going to keep your foot nice and relaxed, and you're going to just be lengthening that leg nice and long and away from your hip. Lift and lower. Good, and lift and lower. That's it. And lift and lower. Very nice. Keep going. Lift, lower, and last 2 to go, and lift, and lower, and last one we're going to hold it, and lift and hold, and encircle that leg, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, good, 5, 6, 7, 8, other direction, and 1, 2, 3, 4, keep those hips still, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and we're just going to drop that knee in front of you, bottom arm goes out in front of you, and just reach that top arm all the way back. Just stretch out those glutes, stretch out that upper back a bit. And you can release from there. Alright, we're going to lie over onto our backs from there. And we're going to do some nice hip raises. So your feet and knees are going to be hip width apart, your toes are nice and parallel, hands are just relaxed at your side. We're going to take a deep breath in just to relax your shoulders. And as you exhale, you're going to lift your hips and back up, 1 vertebra at a time, off the mat. Make sure you squeeze in your glutes here. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, slowly work it down again. If this isn't feeling comfortable, then you can modify it by just doing little tilts. So just flattening your back and arching, just to gently mobilize that spine. So you can modify it if need be. Otherwise, we'll take a deep breath in, exhale, lift up, peel that spine up, deep breath in, and exhale, slowly work it down. And again, deep breath in, relax your shoulders, and exhale, lift up, squeezing those glutes. Hold it there, breathe in, and exhale, down you go again. And our last one, deep breath in, and exhale, lift it up. Hold it there, breathe in, and exhale, slowly work it down again. Excellent. Alright, we're going to lie onto our other sides now. So if you are doing this at home, you can just lie onto your side like that. I'm just going to move the chair over so you can see me. So we're just lying onto our sides. Top leg is positioned on top of the step. Hips are nicely stacked. Your hand is out in front of you. And we're going to work with the bottom leg. So we're lifting up to try and meet the bottom of the chair and lowering it down. And lift and lower. Excellent work. And let's lift and lower. Good. And lift up and lower it down. Nice. And lift and lower back down. Very good. And lift and lower. And let's do 4 more here. And lift and lower back down. Great. And let's lift and lower. And last 2 to go. Lift and lower. And our last one, we're going to hold it. Let's lift and hold. And we're circling the leg. And we're just pulsing it. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Good. Alright, let's take that top leg and you're going to stack it on top of the bottom leg. And we're just lifting that top leg up and down. And let's lift and lower. Make sure your foot is nice and relaxed. And lower. Good. And lift and lower. That's it. Lift and lower. Good work. Lift and lower. Let's do 3 more here. And lift and lower. Excellent. And lift and lower. Last one, we're holding. Let's lift and hold. And we're circling the leg. 1, 2. Keep those hips still. 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. And other direction. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very nice. Alright, you can take that bottom arm out in front of you. Drop your top knee in front of you as well, and just reach that top arm back. Get a nice stretch into that back and into those glutes. Hold it there for a few seconds. Deep breath in. And you can exhale, release from that. You're going to use your arms to push your body up. And we're coming back onto all fours. So we're reaching the end of our workout now. You can relax your feet. We're going to finish off with a nice cat stretch. So hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to make sure we don't arch too much into that lower back. We're going to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just rounding your spine up, arching your back up to the ceiling. And breathe in, lift your head, pull your shoulders down, and work right the way through your spine. And exhale, round your back up, tuck your chin. And breathe in, flatten it out again. And last 2, exhale, round your back, open up that spine. And breathe in, flatten and release. And our last one, and exhale, arch your back up. And inhale, release it back. Knees nice and wide. Just sitting back onto your heels into a nice lower back release. Breathe in. And exhale, you can release from there. And we're going to sit with the soles of the feet together. Stretching out those hips and inner thighs. And we're going to pair it with a little neck stretch as well. So just lengthening up your spine. Make sure your legs are nice and relaxed. Just drop your head over to one side. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Take a breath in. And exhale. Come back to the middle. And over to the other side. Deep breath in. Exhale, come back to the middle. And let's tuck your chin to your chest. Breathe in. And exhale, back to the middle. And then you can sit with your legs crossed or however they feel comfortable. And you're just going to take a deep breath in. Stretch your arms up. Lengthen your spine. We're going to reach gently over to one side, back to the middle, and over to the other side. Back to the middle. Relax your arms. Take your hands behind your back and just stretch them out behind you. And release from there. Let's just roll those shoulders back a few times. Good. Keep them relaxed. And we are finished for today. Thank you very much, everyone.